Yeah, but the problem is just because you promise something, but you don't provide the means of guidance to it, you don't provide the tools, then that's not really a promise. Then that's really not a promise. That's a fake, right? That's like me saying, "Hey, you're going to make dinner tonight. You're going to make our food tonight, and I don't give you ingredients. I don't give you a kitchen, right? Then that promise is actually a fake because I don't give you the guidance, the means, the tools, right? So Islam doesn't tell you if you're saved or not. It just doesn't. So that's on his part to explain that. But it's listen, if you follow a religion which doesn't tell you if you're saved in the next life, if you can stand before God and you know for sure that you're saved when you stand before God, then that religion is in vain. I don't understand why you're following it. It's a waste of your time. You can fall and well be atheist because you can be religious but you can go to hell, right? It's a waste of time. So yeah, and I'm searching for even more videos. Yeah. Yeah, I'm searching for some. Oh, there seems to be something here. He has gospels and three question marks. Let us see that.
Chapter 5, verse 68, and in other...
Oh, it's the same video.
Cases,
Let's see it anyway.
Surah 568 is a chapter. It says, "O ye people of the book." Who are the people of the book? Christians and the Jews. "You have no ground to stand on unless you stand on the law and the Gospels." In other words, the Quran tells Christians and Jews to obey the Old Testament and the New Testament, the law and the Gospels.
Fake news. So the Quran in chapter 5, verse 68 tells the people of the book to observe the Torah and the Gospel. Not Gospels, plural. The Quran doesn't even acknowledge the possibility of there being 4 Gospels. Also, you conveniently forgot to read ahead, where it says, observe the Torah, the Gospel, and what Allah has revealed therein. And lastly, no, this is not referring to the Bible. We know this because of verses such as chapter 5, verse 46, where it explicitly defines the Gospel as that which was given to Jesus. Now, if you think that Jesus was given the 4 Gospels and the letters of Paul, then I can't really help you.
And I can't really help you. Well, okay, if the gospel of Jesus have gone lost or have been corrupted, changed, or gone entirely lost, I don't know which interpretation you follow, DawahoverDunya, then why does Allah expect Christians and Jews to hold on to these things that are either lost, which means they hold on to something that doesn't exist, or that they should hold on to something that is corrupted? Either Allah is a liar, he is vague in what he says, or he actually means the gospel and the Torah that Christians and Jews are possessing, right? I mean, there's no other alternative. Either you have to admit that it is the 5 books of Moses and the 4-fold Gospels, because Christians and Jews are not reading any other scriptures than that for centuries and centuries now. Or you have to say that your God is extremely vague, or he is referring to something that doesn't exist anymore, right? And you can say as much as you want that the gospel was given to Christ, the gospel was given to Christ. Well, it seems as if Allah is expecting Christians to hold on to that gospel, but how are they supposed to do that if the gospel has been corrupted, right? That just doesn't make any sense, and he fails to explain that every time, right?